I am absolutely in love with ChatGPT 5.5 Codex. I think it is currently by far the best way to be building apps with AI, even better than Claude Code.
This is a 23-minute walkthrough, but the useful version is much shorter. Alex is not really teaching a stock app. He is showing a Codex operating model. Build the product, run side agents for marketing and research, let the browser test the work, then use automations after the repo has enough structure to review itself. The mistake would be copying every click. The win is copying the sequence. Budget point matters, but I would not make it the whole decision. Free or $20 access is nice. The bigger thing is whether the tool lets you keep momentum without babysitting every step. In this demo, Codex is useful because it can hold the app context, inspect screenshots, call browser tools, and keep moving through real implementation tasks. That is different from a chat model that only writes code snippets.
And now our marketing agent is off and running, right? So now we have one agent building out the app. Then we have another agent, our marketing agent, that's going ahead and building out our marketing video. And this is really the way you want to think about Codex, which is how can I get many things done at once?
This is the first real lesson. Do not treat Codex like one smarter autocomplete box. Treat it like a small workbench. One thread builds the app. One thread researches APIs. One thread drafts launch assets. But there is a catch. Parallel agents only help when the jobs are separable. If two agents edit the same file, you just create a coordination debt. Good Codex work is not more agents everywhere. It is clean ownership, small tasks, and a human deciding what gets merged.
This is a strength of Codex I'm not seeing anywhere else, is its ability to test itself. And so it'll build things out, it'll open this browser, and it'll click around and try things out, which is really amazing. So you can be a lot more confident as it's building that it's actually making working code for you. All right.
This is the part I would rank above the model comparison. Generated code is cheap now. Verified behavior is still expensive. When Codex opens the app, clicks around, sees the broken state, and patches from that evidence, the workflow changes. You stop asking, did it write code? And start asking, did it prove the user path works? That should be the default bar for front-end work, dashboards, browser automation, and anything with forms. If the agent cannot run the product, it is guessing from files. The reverse prompting habit is also worth stealing. Before you ask for the next feature, ask the agent what it thinks should come next. You do not have to obey it. You are using it as a product reviewer. That catches missing data flow, auth, persistence, empty states, and obvious next steps before you spend another hour prompting the wrong thing.
Now, while that goes, let's talk about some more features in Codex I absolutely love. Let's talk about automations. We have automations in here. This is, again, kind of an OpenClaw type feature where it's going to run these commands on a regular basis for you completely autonomously. One thing I like to do in here is I scroll down to code quality. This is going to be an automation that scans our recent commits in GitHub on a regular basis to see if there's any bugs in there. So we're going to set that up. Let's click on that. It's going to show us the template for what we're working on here, for what the automation is going to do. It's basically going to go through all our commits from the last 24 hours and see if there's any bugs or any way it can improve the code for us.
Automations are powerful, but this is where beginners can hurt themselves. Do not automate before the repo has tests, source control, and a narrow instruction file. A schedule agent that reviews commits is useful. A schedule agent that mutates a messy app with vague goals is just background noise with write access. My rule would be simple. First, make the workflow repeatable manually, then automate the review loop, then automate the review loop, then automate small fixes only after you trust the checks. So the compressed checklist is this. Use Codex for real projects, not toy prompts. Split work into independent agents only when file ownership is clear. Make browser testing part of the prompt, not an afterthought. Use reverse prompting as product review. Add automations last. When the repo can defend itself, that is the actual workflow. The headline is Codex versus Claude Code. The useful lesson is how to run AI like a small software team without letting it turn into chaos.